is day 4. It's the last day of the road trip. We are currently in the middle of nowhere, Wyoming. Somewhere probably about half an hour west of Cheyenne. Lots of wind today. Wind gusts over 50 miles an hour. Is the traffic going?
Yes.
It's an early morning stream for you guys. I want you guys to see Wyoming.
The Altered Picture Frame just subscribed to your one on Twitch.
Oh, thank you so much. Good to see you. Welcome on back. Show up the comments. I don't know if you can see it, but it's absolutely gorgeous out here.
Also, the subscription will remain any of these streams since I was always busy. Today I have off.
Oh, awesome. Well, I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being here.
And Callsign Cryptor says, I've been busy lately. Hope you didn't roll through my state.
Crypto, I don't know where you are. What state are you in?
Over on YouTube. Oh, sorry. Asked, where did you leave from and what's your destination?
Today we left from Cheyenne and we're heading out to Boise. I don't know if you know this, but on YouTube you can actually switch it from top chat to live chat. Or all messages. It's top messages that we hit. Yeah, sometimes messages can come out.
Callsign Cryptor is in Iowa.
Iowa. Actually, we did drive through Iowa yesterday. Briefly, for about, I don't know, 20 minutes. Not very long.
Just hit the southwest corner. Flex subscribed 16 months.
Flex, thank you so much, man. Good to see you.
Foreskin Chan on YouTube says, whoa, you guys started early. Stay safe. You're almost at the finish line.
Almost there. Thank you very much.
And Austin Johnston on Twitch says, good morning.
Austin, how's it going, dude? Ooh, we're starting to see some mountains up there.
Yeah, you can't really see out the windshield very well.
No, here.
No.
Which one is it? Oh, we are all out of wind.
The Altered Picture Frame asked if we're driving through the Tetons.
That's a great question. As the person who knows where
I don't know if you guys can hear the wind just whistling against that window, but I can actually see it flexing.
Really? I feel like the windows are great. I mean, that is high wind.
Callsign Cryptor says, dang, y'all snuck in between storms then. Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did. Yep, that was the goal. We had been watching the radar as much as possible.
Austin, it is definitely windy. He said almost as flat as Lubbock. Yuck. I have to disagree. I mean, what you're seeing now is definitely, but off in the distance there you can see the start of some mountains.
Yep.
JJ says finally made it to one.
JJ, how's it going, dude?
Apparently the wind is very loud. They asked if the window's open. It's not open, actually. That's just how loud the wind is.
Yeah. It is also brutally cold. It's warming up to 33, but it was freezing this morning, and the wind just makes it even colder. I'll go buy some fireworks. I can't imagine doing fireworks in this wind.
No kidding. There was a firework warehouse that we went to in Wyoming once. And it was just, I mean, like a pyromaniac's dream. But it was also, it was like, imagine, like an outlet store for fireworks. Everything was discounted because it was off season.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that was so cool.
Yeah, I bet they've got good stuff in Wyoming.
Callsign Cryptor.
Control that sign.
I don't know if you can see that. I don't think you could, but wind gusts over 50 miles an hour is what that sign said. Sorry, have to get caught up on chat. Call sign Cryptor is a spotter for the NWS. It's a crazy tornado season.
Yeah, Cryptor, it's been insane. I've been keeping an eye on some of those storms, especially because of this drive. We didn't want to hit anything, and it's been insane.
Flex said it's freezing up there, dang, because it's already reaching up to almost 90 in Texas. It was pretty warm in Florida already as well. It was feeling about like summer.
Yeah.
JJ bought a new car today.
JJ, congratulations, dude. That's awesome. What'd you go with? Did you get the Hyundai?
And the altered picture frame said non-Grand Teton is too north. Wouldn't make sense to drive that north. I drove out there when I left Yellowstone. Big regret that we didn't give at least 2 days to Grand Teton.
Gotcha.
And Ruby Red Lily subscribed tier 1, 11 months.
Lily, welcome on back in. Thank you so much for being here.
And the altered picture frame said to Paul Cryptor that it's the year of the 2% risk.
The 2% risk? What's that?
And over on YouTube, asking if we'll have a firework live stream next.
If Nate was here, we'd definitely be stopping at fireworks stands.
For sure. JJ said, yeah, got the Hyundai. Put a short video in the OCRP car talk chat you can check out later.
Oh, hell yeah, I'll definitely check it out.
And we hit a hype train.
Hey, thank you guys so much for a hype train. We're not even at our setup.
And thank you, Sir Flex, for the 100 biddies.
Thank you so much, Flexing it.
Is the audio okay for y'all? I know the window's probably pretty loud, but let me know and I can try to make some adjustments. Call sign Cryptor said, had a tornado within a mile of me 2 weeks ago. Brain, the 2% risk means a higher chance of tornadoes.
Gotcha.
Austin asked, how much longer do y'all have left in y'all's drive?
If we don't stop, it's about 10 hours. With stops, it'll be somewhere around 12 probably.
JJ said, it's 12:30 a.m. here. I need to sleep. Got a job interview tomorrow. Safe travels.
JJ, that's awesome, dude. That's a bunch of good things happened at once for you, man. Good for you. Good luck tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. Can I hire you full time to do chat reading for me?
It's a lot to manage. I don't know how you do this while also being entertaining. The altered picture frame said, OMG, have you seen any pronghorn? Not yet. We saw a couple of longhorn cattle yesterday.
Yeah.
I've seen one deer, but not a lot of wildlife. Tons of cows.
Yeah, lots of cows.
Definitely hoping to see pronghorn. Would love to see bison. Not sure how much we'll see from I-80.
Yeah. See, I'd love to spend some time out here and actually visit the state, you know, go check out places.
Absolutely. Courtney 9822 said hello, first time chatter.
Oh, welcome on in. Thanks for being a first time chatter. Hope you're enjoying the views. It's getting pretty out here.
Call sign said, real talk brain, whose girl did you kidnap? The audio is better than when you guys started before. I can barely hear you guys. Okay. Well, keep me updated, and I will try to make sure that you can hear everybody. And hopefully hear more than just the wind.
Yeah.
The altered picture frame said that rock thing is pretty looking. A man named Ryan is in chat over on Twitch.
Hey, Ryan, how's it going, dude? there was some snow out on somewhere along I-80 last night. I don't imagine it stuck. Well, actually, I say that and then look over the other side of the road.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all can see that, but wow.
Well, what are the odds of me saying that right at that time?
Let's see. Coffee Rocket is in chat and has a watch streak of 3 consecutive streams this month.
Thank you so much, Coffee Rocket.
Call sign Crypto is agreeing that it's very windy.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Ryan said, oh god, that a man named Ryan guy. Hello, you both. Hope it's been safe travels across the frontier. And Sir Flex asked, do you know what this plus program goal thing is that Twitch is asking me about?
I don't. I have no idea what that's about. I know that starting this month is when the streamer like payouts can change a little bit. So now, if we hit 100 subscribers in a month, the payout will be 70% as opposed to 50%. I know they've announced that pretty publicly, so that's not breaking any contracts by saying that. And then I know that the Twitch subscriptions are changing in certain countries. Like the cost of that subscription is going to change a little bit, and I can't remember which countries it is. It's a few countries around the world.
On YouTube, the Death 420 game said, hope the move is going well.
Thank you. It's going pretty well. Enjoying the trip so far. It is windy though.
The hype train just ended. Thanks everyone for that. The Altered Picture Frame asked, what were your favorite things you've seen so far on the drive?
That's a really good one. We haven't really stopped a whole lot, so it's been a lot of driving. I don't know, what's your favorite thing you've seen?
I don't know. I've really liked all of the landscape we've driven through. You know, the first, I'd say 2/3 of the trip, it was a lot of green, just like springtime, everything's blooming, everything's growing in green, and that was really cool. But I love this kind of view. I think this is beautiful. Call sign Cryptor said, I'm waiting on my new ham radio transceiver to get delivered today.
Nice. That's awesome, Cryptor. You know what? Let me do this.
On YouTube, Foreskin Chan asked, would you consider becoming a full-time streamer?
We are a long ways from that ever being a possibility, and probably not. No, that's not really. I've got other things I'd like to do. I don't think that really flows well with those plans.
I mean, you can kind of see it. I think that focused a little better. Before, it wouldn't focus on anything through the windshield. Devin says you're up early.
We are. Got up about 5:30.
That will be one thing with the move. It should be easier for you to stream earlier in the evening.
Yeah, definitely. Go ahead.
Cryptor says next road trip should be to the WWV radio station. It's the U.S.'s timekeeping radio station in Colorado, and they have tours.
Oh, that's really interesting. I've never heard of that. I actually want to go do that now. I like going and seeing those kind of, obscure maybe isn't the right word, but places that not everyone really knows about. Kind of cool things to visit around the. I wish I could downshift it to sneak into this car.
Missed a message think I found it. So this says it's a point system for payment from bits and subs, and this is asking if we want to put a widget up for progress on it.
Interesting.
He also said stream is buffering on both platforms. And then came over to YouTube and said due to them traveling through the country, service can be spotty, so there may be technical difficulties such as connection quality. Thank you, Flex.
Thank you, Flex.
Trucker DJ said, yeah, bad area for service through there. I always lose it. So, yeah, thought that would happen.
Laramie.
Wow.
I think that's snow over there. I think that's snowfall. Oh, that would be a cop.
YouTube said it's back.
All right, we're back. Good.
RX said hello.
How's it going, RX? Good to see you.
And Flex said we're back on Twitch.
We're actually going to get out of this thing.
RX asked if this is the earliest Brain Gap stream yet.
I think it is. Yeah.
Setting records.
Really cool.
It's beautiful. Flex said, I can't remember how early the TwitchCon streams were, but I'm pretty sure this is the earliest.
Yeah, I think this beats that. I think that was like 10 a.m. Pacific time. I think we beat that. I swear, I think that's snow over there. That's falling.
Could be.
You can't see it very well. I guess you kind of see it, but with the glasses, it looks like snowfall.
At a minimum, it's heavy fog.
Yeah.
Looks like it's going to rain. It might.
Yeah. It's too. Well, actually, it's not too cold for rain. It's 34 degrees right now. Earlier it was about 28.
Flex asked where in Wyoming we are right now.
We are passing through Laramie.
Trucker DJ said, I've been up and down that highway like over 100 times. Did it for like 2 to 3 years going to California all the time. Enjoy the drive. Very nice views.
Thank you. Any recommendations for stops along the way?
Are there any stops along the way?
It is really pretty though. I'm really enjoying it.
Absolutely.
Get out of the way to give maintenance to birds some space.
streak on mobile, but I'm pretty sure I'm very close to my 20 stream streak.
That's awesome, RX. Thank you very much for being here, man. Maybe that was your issue. You never got.
Yeah, I had like a super long stream streak, but I never got like a notification about it. And I'm pretty sure it's because I was on mobile. But then doing this, I'm on YouTube, not Twitch, so
Yeah,
I lost
so you
that
lost
streak.
it.
But it is all good.
Oh well.
Chen on YouTube said, I'm enjoying the remoteness of Wyoming.
Yeah, me too. Some horses and some cattle. Majority of what we've seen this trip. But it is very pretty. I'm really enjoying it too.
Yeah, Flex, that's right. Laramie.
Stream clover risk. I-80 next 96 miles closed to high-profile vehicles.
Wow. So, no semis?
No semis.
So what do they do in that case? Just wait for the weather to pass? Or
I don't know.
it doesn't seem like there's an alternate route.
There's a trucker in chat. We should ask him.
Yeah. Trucker DG, DJ, sorry. Getting some of your... Do you have any input on that? What do you do if I-80 is closed to high-profile vehicles?
Yeah, it says wind gusts over 55 miles an hour.
Flex said North Wyoming is getting covered in rain and snow at the moment.
I think we're probably going to get a little bit of it here. Somewhere along the route.
What should we call the co-pilot?
Well, typically we go with passenger princess, but...
Nightland is good. That's how you'll see me pop up in chat when I actually contribute instead of just lurking.
Yep. We passed by this guy yesterday on the road.
Yeah, we
Idaho
did. I
plates.
remember those bumpers.
That's the same license plate. I remember
so
that
funny.
sticker. Yeah, that is the same guy we passed by yesterday.
He's
on the
doing
road.
the same trip we are.
Yeah, he must have stopped at the same. Shit, don't go up to 87. What are you doing? I've got adaptive cruise control on this rental car, and it decides whenever we hit a speed limit that it wants to go 7+ over, and sometimes it's wrong at what the speed limit is.
Trucker DJ says you can look at the point of rocks at the 130 mile marker.
I think we missed 130. I think we're right past 130.
I don't know. He said you just have to wait until the winds calm down.
Wow.
That's tough. Flex said if we're headed straight north, we may run into the weather.
No, we're heading due west.
Yeah, he said going straight west, you'll miss it.
Okay, cool.
They suggested that we wave at the truck guy. I wonder, there's no way, this is such a low profile vehicle, like,
There's no way he would
there's no way he recognizes us, but that's funny. He must be driving the exact same route.
Exact same route, yeah. That is really funny. Yeah, look at those. You can't really see the mountains. There's definitely snowfall.
Dylan Neckel on YouTube says hello.
Hello, welcome on in.
Trucker DJ says it sucks having to wait till the next day sometimes, even longer.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I imagine. I mean, I don't know if it's anything like where I grew up, but at home, spring is when it's like super windy, and it doesn't stop, you know, in the evening, nighttime. Like it just keeps going.
Yeah, but these trucks aren't stopping. These trucks are still going. Look at them. They're still driving. I'm going to be really careful driving past any of these guys.
For sure. Flex said, I take that back a little. You might get a little by the time you're reaching the west border of Wyoming.
Good to know.
Dylan asked why. I'm assuming this must be more like how you doing.
Why am I doing it? No, we're good. We're doing well.
Yeah, how you guys doing? And OG Doughboy said, good morning, y'all.
Good morning, Doughboy. Welcome on in.
Look at that.
It's pretty.
Gogito Boy said ATS visual mod's looking crazy.
It's looking hyper realistic for sure. Yeah, I don't want to be next to any trucks.
No.
I'm just gonna speed up a little bit to get around.
Flex said it's not how you doing, it's why you doing.
Yeah. Why you doing?
Why are you doing this?
That's a question. That's a question I ask myself all the time. Why did I do that? God, it is gorgeous. Just, I love how open it is.
Dylan asked where we're going.
We're heading out to Idaho on the last day of a 2,600 mile journey.
Ryan Tart.
Yeah, that's a man named Ryan.
Oh, okay. On YouTube said, considering how you drive an ATS, I don't blame you for going around. Flex agreed. Wow, I don't know if y'all can see the... Brain thinks it's snowfall. I think that's just dense fog.
I don't think so. I think that's snow. I'd be willing to bet that's snow.
Jan said, Nightland, thank you for your hard work. Just realized you've been manually holding the camera. Yes, I am.
She's holding the camera and reading on two different phones. She's working hard here.
Does this mean that I've earned a VIP badge?
Do you want a VIP badge instead of a moderator badge?
No, I would like to have both.
There's no, I can't give you both.
It is a shame. Boyd says hi, Brit in chat. And Flex thinks could be snow, could be rain, could be fog. Those are the options.
Pretty much got everything covered there. Could be cataracts. That's, I guess, another option.
That's a good point. I'm not wearing my glasses.
You're not. For the interstate being closed to trucks, there sure are a lot of them.
That's true. Chan says, make sure to treat her to a nice meal, Brie.
I will do. We actually had a fantastic meal last night in Cheyenne. I had the best steak I've ever eaten.
That's true, Flex. He said if we could have both, I'd have both.
Why is that guy moving over? Why is he? Oh, right lane ends.
Doughboy said could be meatballs.
It could be meatballs. That's a good point.
It is cloudy, so there's a chance. Aliens Are Real said, OMG, is this GTA 6?
It is. Early access. It's the Wyoming expansion pack.
Shino on YouTube asked, where are we moving to?
Now to Idaho.
Chan asked how you have your steak.
Medium rare. This was the most tender steak I've ever eaten. It was amazing.
Boyd asked where we are right now. We are just west of Laramie, Wyoming.
We are.
And Flex said, according to radar, it does appear to be snow.
I didn't think so.
And after saying that, I realized that I had the power to not tell you that. And could have just continued feeling like I was correct.
I mean, that looks like snow.
Doughboy said, most northern part of Leonida.
Yeah, exactly.
And apparently your steak answer is a good one.
Thank you.
I agree. That's the best way to have it. RX said, just checked on my computer. My watch streak is 19 out of 20.
Hey, that's awesome. I didn't know I could tell you 19 out of 20. That's cool.
It's kind of crazy. So on the left over here, we've got, you know, the mountains, and you can see the apparently snow. But on this side, I mean, it's just plains.
Yep.
Doughboy says, I still think it's meatballs.
Did you like that movie? I really did not like that movie.
Honestly, I don't remember ever watching it fully. I know there was a teacher that put it on at school at one point, but I never, like, purposely watched it.
Yeah, I watched it after it came out, and I did not like that movie. It kind of sucked.
Dylan says, I'm from Sri Lanka. Is Idaho a good place to visit? I've never been to the U.S.
Ah, well, if you're going to visit the U.S., it's probably not on everybody's list of places you should go visit. I like it out there. It's very pretty. But if you're coming to the U.S., there's probably not a lot to do there compared to other places. You know, bigger cities. It's more of a rural state.
It's great if you are a fan of Yellowstone and like the idea of the West and classic Americana type stuff.
We say as people who've never watched Yellowstone.
Right. Trucker DJ said you can also stop at Little America at the 68-mile marker. They have great food there.
Ah, good to know.
And D-Pat says, some way, somehow, I didn't lose my watch streak yesterday. We are up to 33 now.
33? Wow. Thank you so much for being here, D-Pat.
And Flex said Texas. I'm assuming relating to tourism. Although I would have to say, where?
Yeah, Texas is massive.
That's beautiful.
We're at mile marker 296. So we did not pass 133. We passed 333 this way. I've never seen a 33. Yeah. Yeah, a long way to go. It is pretty though.
Absolutely.
I actually haven't really noticed worse wind gusts on this stretch of road than before.
No. Flex said you could probably spend a month just touring Texas. There's so much here. Exactly. I mean, going to Houston is so different from Austin or Dallas, you know? Technically, there's San Antonio, but why would you do that?
This country's just so massive. I mean, we're doing a road trip that does not even span the entire country. We are stopping before we hit the coast. And it's still a longer distance than if you drove from Lisbon all the way out to Kiev, Ukraine. It is a massive country.
Doughboy says, so this is a U-Haul RP.
Kind of. It's more like, you know the moving video I did? Where, you know, John Vance is moving his wife and kids. It's kind of like that one.
Is there any reason you decided to RP in OCRP versus any other server?
Oh, alright. Who asked that question?
Foreskin Camp.
Ah. So, I like OCRP. Let's start that off. I've done other servers before. I've done everything from DOJ to smaller communities and that type of thing. But I always wanted to get into OCRP. It seemed like a step above when it came to the community. You know, I've watched Jeff and Bugs and that crew for a long time. Like 10 years, give or take. So they definitely a big motivation to get into it. I'm very glad I did. Now I don't want to go anywhere else.
Boyd asked where we're moving from.
Florida. Orlando.
D. Patton said, hopefully this moving trip ends up better than John's did. Nightland, if he asks you to sit on the furniture to hold it down, say no.
But you've been working your core strength.
I've been training just for this.
Yeah. What was all that for, if not that?
Flex said, and port beach cities in the Gulf too. I mean, yeah, Texas is massive. There are all kinds of places to go.
Next exit is 76 miles. So glad we got gas.
No kidding. I have a feeling this is going to be like the driving around Roswell, you know?
Yeah.
Just like 2 lanes, no cities, no stops, no, you know?
Yep. Just one gas station and nothing else.
Yep.
Lots of trucks.
RX said, I think you've made a pretty big step. You're good friends with Bugs and constantly beef with him about the Focus RS.
Yeah, pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. I can't believe that myself. If you had told me 10, 12 years ago that would be the case, I would have laughed at you.
And Dylan says, thanks for the suggestion relating to U.S. tourism.
Yeah, absolutely, Dylan. I hope you hope you come to the U.S. and hope you enjoy it. There's a lot of beautiful things in the country, and just let you keep in mind, don't think you can do a train ride or a car trip from, place to place. It's a big country. I mean, it's taken us 4 days to go from one state to not even the end of the country.
Chan says, I've been watching No Pixel streamers recently, and I gotta admit, the OCRP community is much more wholesome.
Yeah, I've never watched No Pixel. I met a guy at TwitchCon who this is kind of the sleazier side of things, but his method of gaining followers and subscribers on Twitch is to kind of jump the community and try to get close with people, with the bigger names, and then leave that community, go to new one. And he was talking about him using No Pixel, and it just, the way he described it did not sound appealing to me at all, and not even remotely. Like, I'm hoping to try new things, but that just didn't sound very appealing.
D. Patton said, already time to head out. Safe travels. Hope the moving process is going rather smoothly.
Thank you, Patton. I appreciate it. Have a good one, man.
Leviticus Prime said, Wyoming is like Delaware, except a lot more nothing. And Boyd asked, who's done the most driving?
Who's done most driving?
Well,
I've done all the driving.
all the driving. I've done none of the driving.
No.
I've offered, and he's not taking me up on it.
Yep, I don't trust her driving.
Which is rich, because these people have seen you in ATS.
No, I've done all the driving.
Olaf the Gamer said, how are you doing today?
Doing very well. Thank you for asking.
And Doughboy said, Southern California is another good tourism spot.
Definitely. Ooh, look, you can see the snow falling on the... The hills are turning white. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. All that fog.
Yeah, that fog.
All that fog.
That fog with snow falling out.
It's wet fog.
The clouds are getting stuck to the snow.
Crazy. Olaf the Gamer following on Twitch.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in.
Flex asked, how is Nightlands driving on a scale of great to ATS?
Well, you ask her sister. It's probably about as bad as ATS.
My sister likes to exaggerate. I'm sure other people have this happen with their siblings. We had one incident where I took a turn going a little faster than I maybe should have. I recognized it. I knew I had made a mistake. But now if you ask her, I was going 65 miles an hour, we should have rolled into a fence, there could have been a fireball. She became very dramatic. My driving is not that bad. I'm a decent driver. I'm just not a super confident driver.
Which is a scary thing.
That's true. But I'm fine on like interstates and highways. Like this wouldn't make me nervous. It's traffic, like being in cities, that makes me nervous.
Yeah.
Boyd said hopefully he drives better in real life. He does. He is a great driver.
Thank you.
And Doughboy said all that rain. Cold rain, wet fog.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it.
Snow. This is what I would call it, snow.
I think you're wrong.
It is 30 degrees out, plus some wind chill. My toes are so cold.
Me too. Chan said, well, funny, no pixel can be pretty toxic. A few people seem to have problems separating RP and RL.
Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. I'm just not interested in that. Oh, hey, look at that snow.
Oh, you mean the ice?
The ice? Yeah, that's what I meant.
It's fog that froze into ice. Anyway, Leviticus Prime said, my sister once overturned her truck taking a turn at 15 miles per hour. Never trust women drivers.
God.
Sounds like there was more going on there. Rolling at 15, that's crazy.
That's kind of crazy. I mean, that must have been like that's not just a turn. That's crazy.
Must have been crazy top heavy. Or a Jeep.
Yeah, or a Jeep. Yeah, but still, 15 miles an hour, that's not normal to flip that way.
Flex said, oh yeah, you need confidence and fast actions, especially in big city traffic. Exactly. I mean, I grew up driving where traffic wasn't a thing at all. Like, we had 3 stoplights in my hometown, you know? So, adjusting to Orlando traffic was big. And I was getting better toward the end. You know, I would take the turnpike when I had to. But I prefer to avoid city driving. Doughboy said, just say racing line if someone questions your driving.
It's very pretty out here.
It is.
But it does not feel like May. It should not be 30 degrees and 60 mile an hour winds in May.
We are in a vehicle and my toes are frozen.
Yeah. Also, the vehicle's getting pushed like crazy. I can't imagine being in a semi.
Leviticus Prime said, when I'm in a big city, I just ride the bus or walk or the subway if they have it.
Yeah, that's a nice way of doing things.
Chan said, I feel you driving in Los Angeles is nerve-wracking. Or just not a possibility, honestly.
I have driven in LA. It sucks. It is not pleasant.
Flex said, BRB, gonna grab some breakfast.
Sounds good, Flex. Try to give these trucks as much space as I can, you know?
Yeah. Let's see, I guess this view is mostly just road now. We'll go back over here.
I think we're gonna hit some snow. Okay, you can see, if you look at the road, you see all that stuff being blown across the thing.
Yeah. Boyd asks, who is one of your favorite people to RP with?
Oh, that's a great question. Who's in chat right now? I gotta see that.
Is Ryan still here?
What's up?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a good question. I've got a great time playing with Ryan and Austin. They're great guys. Stomper, Even though he hasn't been in a long time, he's awesome. Macaulay he's one of my best friends. He's a great guy. Bugs, of course. Jeff is awesome. Playing with Jeff and doing Vice Boys with him and Macaulay is one of my favorite things to do. There's a lot of great people in server. It's hard to list anybody like that.
Let's see. Leviticus Prime said people have a misunderstanding about LA traffic. C24 made them think it was possible to get across the city in 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Doughboy asks, how much of your LA map knowledge is GTA map knowledge?
I lived in LA, so I know LA pretty well.
And Scott McCollum on YouTube says it's nasty up here in Montana right now.
Yeah, Scott, we're seeing it down here. It's pretty cold. I don't know if you can show it
I can try. It has a hard time focusing that direction.
Yeah.
Dylan said, just last year I had a bike accident at 75 miles per hour and I woke up with a broken leg.
Oh, that's awful. That's awful. I hope you've recovered fully and are feeling better now. That's gorgeous.
Leviticus Prime said, at least cold means the tornadoes are over. In this area, I think we're...
Yeah, I think we're good here. I don't think we're not going to hit any tornadoes for the rest of the journey. We kind of exited Tornado Alley.
Yeah, we got through it.
We lucked out with Nebraska and Missouri.
Definitely. Chan said, just a broken leg? You got pretty lucky. Definitely. And Dylan said, I'm fully recovered from it.
Good, I'm glad. Yeah, that's a miracle. 75 miles an hour is no joke.
Even in an enclosed vehicle, much less a bike. It's incredible. Leviticus Prime said, we had some last night in Indianapolis. Tornadoes, I'm assuming.
Wow. Well, Michigan got it too.
Yeah.
Michigan had tornadoes hit the same spot multiple times. It's crazy.
Dylan said he's driving the same bike now.
Really? Wow.
Doughboy said Storm Chaser RP. It almost was.
Yeah, it kind of was. We were watching that radar like crazy.
Leviticus Prime said Louisville has been hit by tornadoes every 6 months for 3 years, pretty much.
Really?
I didn't know Louisville got tornadoes, honestly.
Me neither. I think that's ice. I'm not positive, but I think that's ice. This is an incredible drive.
Jen asked, what are tornadoes like? There's only earthquakes where I'm from.
Well, I've never really lived through a tornado. Never had to deal with that, unfortunately. But terrifying is all I would say.
Doughboy said, not ice, just hard water.
You're right.
And RLG Racing subscribed tier 1 on Twitch, 21-month streak.
RLG, thank you so much, man. It's good to see you.
And used the eggs.
Eggs.
And Dylan said that he fixed the bike all by himself.
Wow, that's really impressive, Dylan. That's really impressive.
Wow, speaking of impressive, I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah.
Leviticus Prime said tornadoes are like thunderstorms, but with more cows flying through the air. Dylan said, sorry, that was a big tip. Dylan said, I'm MotoGP race in Sri Lanka.
Oh, interesting. Is that how you got into your accident? Okay, there's really no road lines.
Yeah, that dividing line is kind of faded, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Dylan is the type of guy to get attacked by a shark while surfing, and once he recuperates, he continues to surf.
Pretty much, yeah. It sounds like it.
There was a movie like that once. Dylan agrees.
What's that text for?
2005 miles. Which is
Yep.
interesting, because theirs is about 30 more than ours.
Yeah.
Leviticus said, hey, sharks gotta eat.
The car doesn't want it. The auto steer thing is not going to work because there's no lines on the roads.
Yeah, I can't tell where we're going.
God, that is so pretty.
RLG said, I have not driven through Wyoming yet. Looks really nice.
It is. It's really impressive.
Matthew Serta on Twitch said, imagine driving this at night.
Yeah. I'd love to come out this way at night and look. I mean, obviously, I guess it's May, so it is about the right season. Do Milky Way photography. Astrophotography is so cool. The height of the season for the northern hemisphere is in June, summer solstice.
Doughboy said the middle line became a suggestion.
Yeah, pretty much. When you're in the middle of nowhere, everything's kind of a suggestion. Speed limits, roads, whatever.
Let's see. Chan said that he looks up to that quality in Dylan. Attacked by a shark and keeps surfing quality.
Yeah.
And Leviticus Prime said the reason sharks attack surfers is because the board looks like a seal from underneath.
Sure does.
Yes, it does. My sister made me watch enough Shark Week as a kid that I am familiar with what your silhouette looks like from underneath, what colors to wear, what behavior to avoid. RLG said, I have done the Rocky Mountains at night. That's fun.
I bet.
Personally, I would prefer to not do winding mountain roads at night.
That'd be a little bit intimidating. But it would be cool.
It would be.
My toes are so cold.
I know.
Oh, wrong one. Go to my feet. Make my feet warmer.
Jan said Shark Week is hype. It is. I haven't seen it in so many years. I just don't have cable anymore, just streaming platforms.
Yeah.
I always enjoyed it. Oscar Vaughn said, I don't recall, but may I ask, where are you moving to?
Head out to Idaho. Oh, that truck flipped.
Oh, jeez.
That was a tipped over truck. Went off the road too.
Yeah, you can, I'm sure they can hear it. I definitely can. The wind is kicked up again.
Yep.
Doughboy said, gonna head out, starting my shift soon. La cucaracha, yo.
Thanks, Doughboy. Have a good one, dude. La cucaracha.
Leviticus Prime went swimming with sharks once. That's cool. What kind?
Yeah, that's really cool.
Dylan said, I really appreciate Bugs, Ryan supporting you guys, and also OCRP supporters.
Absolutely, me too, man. A lot of appreciation for those guys.
On YouTube, 1960 Cactus said, greetings from Poland.
Hey, welcome on in. We were just in Poland. Just got back from Poland like last week. I don't know what.
Last week.
Last week, yeah.
And Leviticus Prime said tiger sharks. That's cool.
Tiger sharks. Wow. You know.
Intentionally?
Yeah, you know sharks more than I do. Aren't tiger sharks like one of the more aggressive ones?
Yeah.
Well, I think I guess they
No, those
didn't
are pickups. Chan said, I thought you were going to make an in-laws joke, Prime. Oh, like swimming with sharks.
Oh.
Prime said, Bugs and Ryan are just coming up with the most random RPs lately.
Yeah, they sure are. Okay, in the clouds, you can kind of see that as a massive mountain.
Oh, wow.
You can just barely see it.
Yeah, you can just see the base of it. The Mad One on YouTube said they finally made a moving stream.
Yeah, glad you're here. We didn't do any moving stream on day 2. I don't think we would have had good service anyway, to be honest.
No.
Yeah.
Day 2 was tough. It was a lot more stops than we were wanting, and watching the weather.
Yeah, day 2 was kind of stressful.
Day 2 was tough.
It was a long day too. It was
14 hours?
I think it ended up being more than that.
I think it was 14 hours on the map.
Yeah.
Before stops and all that. The Mad One asked if you got all your hot sauce packed up.
You know what? Honestly, no. I didn't bring any with me.
You're gonna have to start your collection fresh.
I know.
Chen.
I didn't bring any hot sauce with me.
I know. Chen says, I don't see the mountain. I don't think you can. Like, I can barely see it with eyes.
I've got polarized lenses, so I can see a little better.
Yeah. It's tough. The phone has a harder time focusing on anything through the windshield, but especially on the left side. But when we get closer to it, I will definitely make sure y'all get a better view.
Yep.
Leviticus Prime said you should all start up a chapter of The Lost, but with bicycles.
You know what, Leviticus? That is actually something very similar to what I had. I've got a plan. I've got an idea written in my notepad that's somewhat similar. It's not quite the same, but it's something I want to do when I make it home. Wow. Can you see it now?
I don't know if you guys can see that. I can barely see it between the fence and the clouds.
Well, you'll be able to see over the fence here in a second. Can you see it now?
Yeah. Ooh, gosh. So you're looking like right there at the base of a massive mountain. Can I send it through your window? Yeah, so that's the base of a mountain. Very cool. Boyd asked how many miles this trip.
Total is 2,606 miles, plus stops and other things. Detours, yeah, detours. Had a couple of those.
Pretty cool. We've got more.
My ears are popping.
Flex asked, what did I miss?
A lot of, this.
Yeah.
Not much.
There was a semi that had flipped.
Yeah, we did see a semi that tipped over. There was already a truck out there, though.
Jan said, I thought that was just clouds. I did too, honestly. If he weren't wearing polarized glasses to see it better and point it out, I would have thought it was just clouds. Yeah, all the green that we drove through, you know, like Arkansas and Missouri and all that, that was nice, but this,
Yeah.
I think this has been my favorite so far.
Me too. That's why we're moving out to Idaho, because I like this stuff.
Exactly.
We want to be around this.
I guess that'd be a bad sign if it's like, oh man, this
I
sucks.
hate this.
Let's go back.
Mountains are like the worst.
And again, if you guys can't hear, if you would rather look through the windows left, right, or center, just let me know. Happy to adjust. Leviticus said, if I ever get into OCRP, I'm planning on doing nothing but ride a bicycle around and flipping off cops for a week. Okay, there. You might be able to see it a little better now. So all of that on the horizon is the base of a mountain. That was the other thing you missed, Flex. We found a mountain.
We did. Not just any mountain, a big mountain.
Madwin said, hey bro, don't forget your kids at a gas station and your wife on the couch.
I can't imagine this in the winter. There's no way this interstate can stay open.
No. Flex said, mountains are cool.
Yeah. It's pretty.
Yeah. Crosswinds over 55 miles per hour.
It's Elk Mountain.
Elk Mountain?
Look at that. I don't even know what direction the wind's coming from because I can't see any trees or anything moving.
It's coming from my side,
Is it?
for sure.
I don't know why I keep being pushed that way.
You should.
If it's coming this way, I should get pushed that way, right?
Isn't that the way you're getting pushed?
No, I'm getting pushed that way.
Oh.
But it sounds like it's coming from your side.
Leviticus Prime said, you know what OCRP is missing? Rickshaw service.
But what service?
Rickshaw?
I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
What's a rickshaw service?
Dylan asked, how many miles left?
Oh, that's a great question. We are, it's about 600 or so miles, roughly.
Yeah. 600, 650.
Yeah.
Wow. When we get through this bridge, I'll show y'all what I'm saying wow about. That's... You really can't see it on the phone. That just looks like clouds, but that is a massive mountain.
That is really impressive. It's too bad it doesn't come through on the phone.
I know. That's a shame. It is beautiful. DeMadwin said, on the real brother, safe travels for you and the lady friend. I got to get back working. Be good, you two, and enjoy the scenery.
I appreciate it. Have a good one. Thanks for being here.
And he said that I am a trooper. I would have Netflixed, chilled, and slept. Leviticus said that rickshaw is a bike with a wagon on the back used as taxis in Asian countries.
Oh, gotcha. Actually, that would be kind of interesting. Kind of like what you see in some of the downtown cities in, like, you know, New York or, you know, Charleston or something like that.
Flex asked, what car are y'all in? My car in this wind would be a little bit like a sail.
We're in a rental car. We're in an SUV. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say, luckily we've got enough weight to keep us down, but it's not too high profile, so I'm not worried about the wind.
Yeah. Yeah, do you see the snow hitting the car?
Yeah. I'm sure the dense cloud cover isn't doing us any favors on cell service.
Probably not. I think that truck went off the road too. Or maybe not. Maybe they're... Yeah, I think he got stuck. Went off the road and got stuck.
Oh, Leviticus on YouTube asked if the stream failed for anyone else. But up top, it looks like we're connected. We may be back. I don't know. You guys will have to tell me. Flex said YouTube is back.
Cool. Yeah, if you look at the wind, the wind's actually coming from this direction. Look at the way things are blowing.
Interesting.
I don't know, maybe it's just coming from all directions.
Kind of feels like it. Flex said Twitch is down. RX said YouTube seems to be working, but Twitch is just a black buffering screen.
That's too bad.
I don't know if y'all can hear us on Twitch, but if YouTube's up, yes,
Yeah.
we can switch over there, or hopefully Twitch comes back soon. Leviticus Prime said YouTube fails way too much for a multi-billion-dollar company.
Well, I wouldn't blame this failure on YouTube. This is on our cell service for sure.
Yeah. Boyd asked, how did you come up with your username on YouTube?
I told the story before, but it was actually an account on. So, when I was a kid, I used to play PlayStation, and on PS2, you didn't need an account to play games until I got Medal of Honor: Rising Storm. And in order to play Medal of Honor: Rising Storm, you had to create an online account, or at least a username or something like that. And at the time, I was too young to really do it myself. Like I could, but you know, my dad did it for me, and he made the account named Brain Gap as kind of a jab at playing video games. He was thinking that the video games are kind of it's a waste of my time, and that playing games are going to cause a hole in my head. So that's where the name Brain Gap came from, was like not condescending, but you know, like criticism, yeah, critique of playing video games, and I've kept it ever since. So I mean, it's been. I was a kid. I was young.
Thanks for dropping the YouTube link in Twitch chat, Flex.
brake for us because we wear out these brakes fast going down, up and down.
Flex said I've gone through like 5 usernames.
I've done a couple since you've been in the chat. Yeah, I've never changed my username. I've always had it as Break Up. Never wanted anything else.
Alright, said I don't remember what my old or first online usernames were. And Leviticus Prime said being drunk watching a Transformers marathon with the original 80s cartoon is how I got this one. It felt like all the good ones were taken.
Yeah. Must be cold for those cows.
They're used to it.
I know. Just.
Said, this is my second live stream. Don't get to watch many live because of work.
Well, I appreciate you being here. Live streams should be earlier in the evenings now. Well, actually, I can't say that. It should be earlier than like midnight now. We're going to try and make a more routine schedule for streams when I'm actually home.
First was the Ultra on 360, then the Spectacle, then IDK Andy, then Mr. Flexington, now Sir Flex.
Interesting. So they're not all along the same lines either. See, I knew Mr. Flexington and Sir Flex. I still call you Flexington.
Prime said IDK Andy either. Who is he?
We just passed 2,000 miles. I guess 2,004 miles. Another 600 to go. It's
they're going back to be spectacular because I find it funny since I wear glasses and is intended as a play on words as look at this spectacle of a performance. And Logan said into the great wide open.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's pretty here. It is very pretty here.
There are some mountains you can actually see.
A little bit smaller than the other ones.
Yeah. Probably doesn't qualify as a mountain.
It's taller than anything we have in Florida.
Yes, it is.
There are fewer people in Wyoming than in Orange County, Florida.
Kind of feels like there are fewer people in Wyoming than in Orange County, RP.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely feels like it.
RX suggested that Flex could be Flex Tactical. Flex Tactical. That was funnier in his head. Logan said, be safe.
Thank you, Logan.
Flexical. That's how you're supposed to say it.
Flexible neck. Gotcha. I like that. That's cool. I like
Yeah,
that.
that's nice. Leviticus Prime said, those aren't even tall enough to have snow. Hashtag not real mountains.
I think they can get snow in Wyoming. I think all of this gets snow. There's more snowfall up there. Through that, you can't really see it without glasses, but I can see the waves of it as it's falling.
Wow.
I guess it could be rain, but I think it's gonna be too warm for rain. We're driving to Seattle and having a random patch of snow, like really intense snow for like 5 or so minutes.
Driving where?
Seattle. Oh, maybe I'm.
Leviticus Prime said, realtor towns have snow caps year round. And Flex said, I wish I was good at making logos because now I want to use Be Spectacled for a while and have a glasses logo. Connor said good morning on Twitch, so I guess Twitch is back up.
How's it going, Connor? Welcome on in. We are in the middle of Wyoming. I couldn't even tell you where we are. I don't think there's any cities or towns near us.
Somewhere between Laramie and Rock Springs.
Yeah.
Boris on YouTube says hi, Bree.
How's it going? Welcome on.
Oh, Connor guys, but no picture, unfortunately, on Twitch.
Yeah, the video went out for some reason on Twitch. If you head on over to YouTube, you should see the video.
It's nice over here. We won't bite. Leviticus Prime asked, how long till you get bored and resort to driving games?
We actually haven't done any of those yet. It's been a good drive so far. We haven't had any issues, you know, like boredom-wise, I mean.
Yeah. I thought we would.
Yeah. Spent 32 hours and 50 minutes driving on this road trip, not including stops for gas or rests or lunch or any of that stuff. There's supposed to be a cop here. I don't actually see him.
Said, I'm here now. Had to keep my watch streak alive on Twitch.
No worries, Connor. Thanks for being here. Well, I have been enjoying Wyoming for sure. And now we're gonna have to go into ATS and do this drive and see how similar it is. I will say that they made Cheyenne identical. I mean, it was identical in the game. That was my first time in Cheyenne, and going downtown and driving around that area, it was spot on to the ATSPD video we did there.
Boyd asked her favorite gas station snacks.
Ooh, good question. For road trips like this, I like jerky. I like beef jerky, especially spicy. Been really enjoying Chomps.
Yeah, Chomps is great.
Oh, Also, peanut butter crackers. I'm gonna enjoy that.
Of course, they're a staple.
Yep.
We have some trail mix as well.
Yep. There's some cops over there. I'm sure that's people who are into what we do. Something like that. Two of them.
I didn't see a couch hanging out the back.
I didn't either. This town's called Sinclair? Like the oil company?
Apparently so.
Really? I didn't know that they were out here.
It's a good place for them to be.
Yeah, look, there's a sign, Sinclair.
Yeah.
Sinclair, Wyoming. Approaching the west most modern refinery, Sinclair, Wyoming.
Interesting.
That is, this is called Sinclair. It's just the Sinclair gas station, or gas company, oil company. That is so interesting. I had no idea.
Wow. Flex changed his name.
Did he?
It's Be Spectacled. Interesting. So apparently this is America's most modern refinery. Is that what the sign said?
The west.
The West's most modern refinery. Which is interesting. You kind of feel like that's cars. You kind of feel like most of the refineries are in the West.
Yeah. That doesn't mean like the west of the U.S., the western hemisphere,
That's a good point.
west of North America. That's really interesting. I had no idea Sinclair was out in Wyoming. Yeah, there's a whole town that's named Sinclair because of the massive refinery.
Yeah. My career day at the school is really boring.
What does your dad do? My parents both work for Sinclair.
Flex, now Be Spectacled, said, I'm like a chameleon. I can change with my mood.
Flex, I am not going to remember that that's you. I'm going to say, who the hell is this at Arkansas's moderator? What?
Jonas
Okay.
said those wrecked cars on the hauler looked like some scrap cars from OCRP.
They do, yeah. I think I've driven cars that look like that.
I think you've resulted in cars looking like that.
Yeah, I have, for sure. Well, I think we're probably going to wrap up the stream here. It's time to find a gas station, fuel up, and get back on the road. We'll do another live stream in a little while. Maybe when we get some more views, a new